The George W. Bush Presidential Center will be dedicated tomorrow in Dallas. All 5 living presidents are scheduled to attend, and KXAN's Leslie Rohde is in Dallas, and she got a preview today of what's inside that museum.
They're still setting up here for the big dedication that will happen tomorrow morning. We got a tour of the museum, and while officials won't allow us to show you the video we shot there until tomorrow, we do have some photos to give you a better idea of what you'll see inside. The George W. Bush Presidential Center sits on the Southern Methodist University campus just 5 miles from downtown Dallas. At the entry to the library and museum, you'll see statues of both Bush presidents, George W. and his father, H.W. Bush. Inside, an interactive walkthrough of the Bush presidency, one that started with a domestic focus on things like education reform and was suddenly changed by 9/11. These steel beams you can touch are from the World Trade Center.
I think it's important for people to know about it and to remember September 11th. George walked a family through recently and realized that the children who were on the tour with him weren't alive on September 11th.
It captures, I think, the power of the moment, but it also captures the transition and the way it really transformed the Bush presidency and really transformed the first decade of the century for all of us as Americans.
You'll also see more personal sides of the Bush family. President Bush's baseball collection and some ball gowns Mrs. Bush wore at White House functions.
Well, it was not that difficult to give up the ball gowns because I'll probably never wear them again anyway. You know, George is not wild about black tie.
Mrs. Bush talked to us today in the Texas Rose Garden. Folks from the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center in Austin helped design that. Now, the dedication here starts in the morning at 10 o'clock. All 5 living presidents are scheduled to be here. We will have live coverage beginning at 5 in the morning on KXAN News today, and we'll live stream the dedication on KXAN.com. In Dallas, Leslie Rohde, KXAN News.
The Bush Center will be open to the public on May 1st. Right now, there are 15 presidential libraries or museums across the country. Texas has 3 of them, the LBJ Library, of course, here in Austin, the George H.W. Bush Library in College Station, and the new one in Dallas. Already, there are plans to bring in tourists with special tour packages covering all 3 libraries. Check out our website to see more of today's preview tour of the George W. Bush Center in Dallas. We have pictures of several of the new exhibits there on the SMU campus. You can find the story in the Texas section at KXAN.com.